I'm just in the fetal position because I understand why you're attacking. Would actually run into both Jay-Z and Diddy backstage, with 50 later telling MTV that he'd seemingly squashed his beef with Diddy, with the two having a conversation and coming to an understanding, with 50 saying, "I had a conversation with Puffy the night before Jay. He gave me a whole new perspective on his actions. He's like, I understand the way you felt because of what I was doing at the time, but I wasn't thinking what you was thinking I was. You done hit me 9 times, I'm just in the fetal position because I understand why you're attacking me. But if I can't touch bases with you to tell you what I'm thinking or why I did it, then you can't understand it." We created a little clarity out there. Interestingly, a week later, Diddy would be on the cover of Vibe magazine along with 50's arch nemesis Rick Ross. The article would discuss the feud, with 50 stating that Diddy was unfazed by 50 claiming to have the nudes of Cassie. But Diddy wouldn't answer any direct questions or give any quotes relating to 50 Cent. Seemingly, the bitter feud was frozen into a cold war at this point. 50 and Diddy would appear to leave each other alone for all of 2011 and the majority of 2012, with one of the only jabs being thrown by 50 in December of 2012 when he made a tweet about music manager James Cruz, an ominous post where he said that he asked Diddy what he did to James Cruz to make him act like one of his girlfriends, going on to say that Diddy said, "What happens in Miami stays in Miami." And Tony Yayo from G-Unit would later say in a Vlad TV interview that 50 had actually told him that Diddy had hooked up with James Cruz.
Already said.
Oh, he said, alright, 50 said James Cruz F Diddy.
Oh.
Like had sex with Diddy. Some crazy shit. But come on, I didn't believe it was true. You know what I mean? Shout to Diddy, Cruz, and 50.
Now, this was seemingly a joke, but some took it serious, and it was yet another hint from 50 Cent that Diddy's extracurricular activities were slowly getting known by the world. But once again, things would quieten down between the two, until 50 once again saw something sus from Diddy, with 50 on social media just being unable to hold his tongue. This time, tweeting a picture of Diddy and Rick Ross embracing, almost as if about to kiss, with the caption, "Good morning, girl." Again, nearly a year would go by before another shot would be fired, with 50 reposting that same picture, along with yet another sus image of Diddy with Steve Stout in March of 2014, along with a caption reading, "I ain't saying nothing, but something ain't right, LMAO." But while 50 was throwing jabs, Diddy was getting busy. At the end of March, he would release a new song under his original stage name, Puff Daddy, assisted by French Montana and Rick Ross. 50 Cent would quickly react in an interview on 92Q, which has unfortunately since been deleted on their website, but in a Vibe article reporting on it, it was claimed in the new interview that 50 had called Diddy's new song with French Montana and Rick Ross straight garbage, saying, "You know he hasn't got any music you want to hear if this is what he's deciding to put out." 50 would elaborate on his comments in a Hot 97 interview, saying that the song was weak.
He made some comments about, I think, Puff's new joint.
Yeah,
It's a good record, man.
Which one?
I like it.
That Big Homie record?
Big Homie, yeah. I
that's
like when he
weak.
does that type of talk. I like when he
Johnny's
does
weak,
that
man.
type of talk.
It's-
That's the type of talk you want to hear from Puff.
I think he's weak.
Funk would ask 50 about his strained relationship with Diddy.
You and Puff have a weird relationship.
I'm just saying, I don't want
weird.
you. I'm not trying to force you to think what I think.
Sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't. You
No.
gotta admit that to me. You can't. Sometimes no.
Sometimes I like Puff.
Sometimes you like him, sometimes you don't. You ever?
What's not to like about him?
And this is where Flex would actually ask 50 about Mace, in that iconic moment where 50 says Mace wasn't worth $2 million with $2 million in his pocket. But anyway, beyond these comments, what would happen next would see the beef between Diddy and 50 kick off in the boardroom once again, in a big way. As clearly, having seen Diddy make millions of dollars from his Ciroc partnership, 50 would decide to enter the vodka market himself with a bang in 2014, partnering with drinks maker Suntory to promote a new vodka called Effin. Ironically, 50 making a mockery of Diddy would be the basis of one of the very first marketing campaigns for Effin, as 50 would go viral with an image of Diddy getting a dance from a very large woman, accompanied by the caption, "Damn, 50's right, I'm effing up right now." Diddy would reply in a post of his own, seemingly unfazed, stating, "If it ain't making me money, making me better, or making me happy, I ain't making time for it." 50, however, would continue using Diddy to promote his new product, with another Instagram post saying, "Nothing like effing by the fire, new drink, no more puffy juice, lol." The vodka wars were now in full effect, and it was effing gang spinning the block on the Ciroc boys on a regular basis, and one of 50's regularly used quips would refer to Ciroc as puffy juice. This is something he would use to make fun of Young Thug in April 2015, when Thug tweeted that he smoked blunts so big they looked like, with 50 saying, "What the F? He on that puffy juice, lol, hashtag effin' vodka." He would also take aim at Diddy and French Montana, posting an image of them laying suspiciously close to each other, with a caption reading, "What in the effin' vodka is going on in this picture, man? Something's not quite right." In May, 50 would post a clip to Facebook of his car surrounded by fans, telling followers that no one ever shows out like this for Diddy.
"They don't never do this for no mother puppy. You kidding me? No more puppy."
In June 2015, at the BET Awards, Diddy would fall on stage while performing, which 50 came out to say was the highlight of the whole event.
Mother BT. The highlight of the whole goddamn show was Puffy busting his them all.
From here, Diddy and 50 would continue to go back and forth. Apparently, the following month in July, Diddy made a post for 50 Cent's birthday showing a picture of them together with the caption saying, "Happy birthday," and that he'd sent 50 a lifetime supply of Ciroc. In August, Diddy is on the Breakfast Club and has his people take down 50 Cent's bottle of effing vodka that was in the background, which 50 had apparently sent for Diddy personally.
In the game, there's not enough people taking any chances. Everything is...
What the hell are you doing, man?
What's going on?
There's grown men crawling behind other grown men.
Just to give some backstory.
What is going on, yo?
No. 50 Cent sent a case of effing up here for Diddy. And he signed it with a card.
Give him a card.
And
It said-
now we have
it said,
revolt people crawling on the
"Let's be
ground.
friends, Curtis Jackson."
Yeah.
Now, be clear, Diddy did send 50 a whole lifetime supply of Ciroc
Yes,
for
yeah.
his birthday as well. So you guys have a hopefully friendly back and forth.
Yeah, you know.
Just so people know what's going on.
Thank you.
Why the vodka wars look like rap battles? Why did that shit?
Nah, hey, yo, what it is, it's enough for everybody. So you know, I welcome him into the game. You know, it's good to see somebody of my color out there, you know, represented in this field. And, you know, hopefully he appreciates me opening up the doors for him continuously.
That's basically what he's saying, but he would not be as successful as Ciroc. I just need him to know that.
Nah, but I sent him a lifetime supply of Ciroc, and so I appreciate his gesture.
He only sent you one case. That's kind of an insult. A lifetime supply?
I mean, when you first starting out in these little companies, you know what I'm saying, they don't really have a lot of supply, you know? So that's, you know, with Homeboys Vodka, you know, sometimes maybe you can only send a case. It's been great to see more people of color get into the game and to be able to get the different endorsements and the support. And so, you know, I welcome anybody that's coming in, hustling, trying to, get their thing off. So, you know, I wish 50 the best of luck.
Then, like a nasty rash you picked up from a freak-off, the beef would spread quickly to Diddy's inner circle, as French Montana would find himself on the front lines of the vodka wars too. In late August, French would be seen giving an underhanded shout-out to F and Vodka whilst at an event that they were sponsoring.
Man's here, he came by.
Shout out to F and Vodka. That's kind of watered down, but I love it.
50 would react to this clip laughing, saying that French is down with G-Unit, not Diddy, and hinting that Diddy hadn't cut French a check for his loyalty to Ciroc. 50 would then make a post saying that French had an in-store when nobody showed up, and that Diddy must have set him up.
Yo, check this shit out. So, yesterday, French Montana had an in-store up in the Bronx. 10 people showed up. He said, "F this, let me have a drink." Puffy trying to make me go against 50. He set me up.
The following day, French Montana backtracked and would be on stage dissing F and Vodka.
I guess 50 don't know DMX do Run CT, right? We don't...
A couple days after that, French would post a follow-up video on social media dumping bottles of F and Vodka in the trash.
That's how I feel about your boy. What the f is this?
50 would then respond to this, saying Diddy must have called French after he said that he liked Effin and forced him to trash the bottles.
Yo, I just seen a clip of French Montana throwing bottles of effing in the garbage. You know, Puffy called him like, "You said you like this. You want your record out, don't you? You dummy. You playing. He putting us out of business. You better do something."
50 even posted it with a caption comparing French's post to Diddy sending his runners to fetch cheesecake for him like they did on Making the Band, as well as another post saying that Diddy must have touched French Montana's butt like James Cruz for him to back Diddy so hard. And 50 would tweet around this time that he had spoken to Diddy, who told him that he was getting too old to keep up with the beef. Not long after that, 50 would post saying that Puffy must have been mad to find out that F and Vodka was the main event at the latest sales meeting for Suntory Drinks. Over the next year, there would be a few sparse jabs between 50 and Diddy's camps. 50 would tweet seemingly indicating that Diddy was pissed when he found out about 50's effing deal and hinted that perhaps Diddy had offered him a Ciroc deal. In February 2016, when news circulated after an ex-LAPD detective claimed that Diddy had paid Keefe D $1 million for the hit on Tupac, 50 reposted it with a caption saying, "So Puffy with it, huh? You gotta watch these punks. Scary-ass dudes will try you. Hashtag no Puffy juice. He killed your favorite rapper." And 50 would follow up with a skit on his Instagram where he recorded himself telling someone on the phone that Diddy killed Tupac.
I told you you can't trust these. Puffy done killed Tupac, man.
In April 2016, 50 appeared on Shade 45 with the Heavy Hitters, where he once again discussed how much better Effin was than Ciroc and that he has a bigger vision than Diddy.
Man, talk to me about the liquor, bro.
Man, we're doing it like, it's a premium vodka. It's made from wheat. Ciroc is made from grapes. So, it's more sugar content. And, wine tested, you smell it. The grapes, so they gotta figure out how to. It's a little more syrupy. They gotta get rid of the grape taste to bring peach, or to bring those other things that are there. So you see,
You're taking the same blueprint that he did with Ciroc Boys, or the Ciroc flavor.
that's cool. He only did it in New York, so he had the right drink, just the wrong vision.
50 would go on to explain that his plan with Effin was to hurt Diddy before going on to say that Diddy is someone who stands next to the guy, but 50 really is the guy.
So you and Puff go at it neck and neck all the time with your brands?
Well, it's gonna hurt him. Look, he's a guy who stands next to the guy. He's not the guy. I am the guy. Right? He's next to Biggie. He's next to Greg Mack. He's next to Mix. He's next to the Locks. Next to Kemp. When have you seen him by himself and was excited?
50 would repeat his earlier assertions that Diddy isn't an artist, just a music mogul who cuts checks to real artists.
He's not an artist. He's a party promoter, a business person, a producer, a lot of other things, but not an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Then, when Diddy announced he was retiring from rap to pursue acting full-time, 50 joked that he thought Diddy retired 10 years ago. However, there would be some small responses, even if not from Diddy himself. That same month, May 2016, a drunken French Montana throws more effing in the trash when he's at the Breakfast Club.
Don't throw this shit down. Please don't throw that. Please. Not in here.
No, not that.
Yo, I hate that.
Get him a trash can.
This is the motherfucker.
You doing dirty all you want.
Look at this guy, man. He look over. He look like this guy looking over. I'm not even gonna do that, man. I wanna hit against the wall. Who drank this Four Loko? Who drank this Four Loko? This Thunderbird? This mother... No, hold on, leave this right there. That's all, look. And I drink Ciroc while I drink Henny this time, man, you know what I'm saying? But who drank this Four Loko? I'm so heated right now. Like, I'm heated. But guess what? This shit don't even want to close. Like, once you open it, don't close. Look. It's leaking all over my hand. Look. It's leaking all over me. Jesus Christ.
Funnily enough, it would seem that French's drunken loyalty would pay dividends in the end, as the following year French would be granted his own flavour of puffy juice, when Ciroc launched the French vanilla flavour in partnership with French Montana himself. But the month after French threw the effing in the trash again, Fiddy would clap back, not just at Diddy, but at the whole lineup of bad boy artists who had seemingly been screwed over by Diddy. He posted Mace with a caption reading, "After you dance with the devil, you need God in your life. Look at what Puff did to Mace. #no puffy juice." And he went on to post unflattering pics of Loon and Shine with the caption, "After dancing with the devil, #no puffy juice." He even posted a picture of Diddy and Biggie, saying that Biggie died after dancing with the devil too. Then, in July 2016, in an interview with the Mad Hatter Morning Show at the Dub Car Show, 50 dropped more shade on Diddy, labeling him a sucker.
Is Puffy promoting power?
Puffy doing what is separate?
Wait a minute.
50 would go on to explain that Diddy is doing bad things behind the scenes that people don't even know about, bringing up James Cruz once again.
There's stuff behind the scenes that you don't know because that's what be agitating. Like James Cruz, people around him, they're doing stuff, and they doing it in his behalf. So they can act like, he has no idea what's going on, but it's coming from him.
Later that month, 50 was on stage in Scottsdale, Arizona, and threw shade at Diddy again, calling him out for having a lack of hit records.
It's getting up a lot. Where's the work at?